See, today we are going to discuss about these sinusoidal graphs using sin and cos. Now this is one graph which I used, which we can use either sin or cos, and this we'll use sin and cos and we'll generate this graph. Now how to do it? I've taken a sample data source in which I have one column and the values are 0 and 360. Now first we'll do with this data source, and then later in the next video or somewhere I'll tell how to do this with superstore data also. Okay, now this is my value or my column here. Now I'll just create a bin from it. Now what is the size of bin? I'll take it as 1. So total from 0 to 360 I'll have 361 bins. For every step it is 1 bin, right? For 0 to 360, so I'll get 361 bins. Now if you see here, it will be clear from 0 to 360, so we'll get 361 bins. Now I want to take another calculated field and I want to write it as index. Now here index, this is index, I just want to say -1. That is because index starts from 1, right? But here I have from 0 to 360. So I want index to start from 0. That is I'm taking -1. Now I'll say apply. Okay. Now if I drag my index in here, you'll see I'll get from 0 to 360. I'm getting the values. Now why did I do this? Because whenever we are talking about sin cos, the degrees are always between 0 and 360 degrees, right? 0, 90, 180, 270 and 360. So we are here, we want 360 values. 0 to 360 is what we want. That is why we took the x value to be from 0 and 360, and on that I created a bin and then I created an index. Now if you see, I'll be creating one more calculated field. Now this will be my sin function. So what am I doing? Sin, here what I'm saying is index, okay, this is my calculated field, into what is pi? Pi is 180 degrees divided by, now I'm saying 180. Now what is this function doing? This function actually is, see, pi is 180, I am dividing it by 180. So this gives me 1 degree, right? Now this is multiplied by index. Now if you see here, now here this is multiplied by 0. So sin 0 degrees, sin 1 degree, sin 2 degrees, sin 3, and so on till sin 360. This is what I am going to get. Now what I'll do, I'll just say it, apply, okay. Now here I'll drag sin from just here. Now I'm getting only this is 0, 0.1. This is because of rounding. So I'll go here, go to default properties, number format, custom. I'll just take some 6 or something. Because these are only decimals, the more the better. Now see, you are getting these values here, but see, there is a coincidence here, because sin 0, see here, if you come here and see what is sin 0 or sin 1, sin 1 is 0.1745. Now here sin 0 is 0 and sin 1 is 0.01745, and the rest all values also will get, see, all 360 we have, I think till 360, I'm not sure, 90 degrees we have. So that again we will get the same here till 360. So here what are we doing? We are getting per degree. Here we have divided this into 360 parts, and per part we are getting 1 degree, and per that 1 degree we are getting sin value. This is sin 0 value, sin 1, sin 2 degrees, sin 3 degrees, sin 4 degrees, and all. Now I just want to go to the next sheet and I just drag my bin in here. Now it is showing 0 to 360. Now this is because here you have to select show missing values. Once if you select, you will get from 0 to 360, you will get all the values. Now I'll just drag my sin in here. Now here itself, if I say entire view, now you can see your sin function. Now what are we doing here? See, this is just shown in here. If I remove my index here, now see there is an increase in value. There is a very gradual increase in value till 90. Once you reach 90, see here we are reaching 90. Once we reach 90, we are again decreasing. See here till somewhere here. See till this point 90. Somewhere it is 87. Somewhere 90 here. Somewhere doesn't matter. So there is an increase in values, and again there will be decrease in values till 180, and again the decreasing further goes till 270, where the sign value is -1, and again it will come back to 0. So this is how your sine wave works, and this is how it is shown. Now the same we also have here. I am going for cos. Okay, what am I doing? The same thing, no different. Index into pi by 180. Again I am getting the per degree value. Again I will take another sheet. I'll just take bin, and the same I'll go for show missing values, and then I'll take my cos in here, and then if you see I'll just show entire view or width, doesn't matter. Now I'll take line. Now you see I take area. You can take whatever you want. Now this is your cos wave. So now we have discussed this about sine and cos, but we have to discuss about how to get this circle chart. Now see here we were talking about sine. See here in one columns is x bin and cos. There the others it's called x bin and sine. Now in the next chart what I want to do is, first I will take my x bin and let me take my cos in here. Okay, well, I am getting only two values because here again the show missing values is present. Now I got my cos function. I'll just say entire view. I got my cos function. Now what I'm doing is I'm converting this into line. Okay, now when I'm converting this into line, and I'll drag my x bin to here. So what I'm doing, I'm dragging this to line. So why is this? Because I want to connect all the parts that are coming out of rows and columns. So when I drag x bin to path, what am I doing? I'm trying to connect all the parts, all the points that are generated because of cos and the sine that I am here taking here. Now we are not getting any value in here, but why is that? Now I'll just drag my index, then you will see here you are getting your one value and sine 0 and cos 0. So this is because currently there are no partitions. There are no partitions at all in your view because index value is only 1. But what do we want? We want our 360 partitions, right? But here in sine function we are using index. We are using index here. So but the value of index here is only 1. So that is why what we do is, now we want our partitions. So that is why we say compute along x bin. X bin is already having 360 because here we already selected show missing values, right? So after that it is going from 0 to 360. So the total pane is divided into 361, which is not visible for us because I put it on a line chart. So when I say compute using x bin, now because of that 0 to 360 values, this is divided into 360 parts. Now when it is 360 parts are there, what does index do? Index will assign values for one part each. So when I do this, you will see a line. Now there are certain parts. If you can see, the x bin value is decreasing and the cos value for the corresponding cos value, it is also somewhere it is increasing, somewhere it is decreasing, it is going to negative and all. Now here we can see the sine value is not at all changing. That is again because in the sine function again we used index. In the sine function again we used index, and for this index now it is again only one value, which is 0, because in the formula we used index minus 1. So what I'll do, I'll again say compute using X bin. Now again, the view for what sign we can't see here, the whatever the view for whatever or the number of rows for sign are now again considered to be 360, because X bin is having 360 values. Okay, now if I say this, see, I got my circle. I'm just removing the index in here. Now you can see your perfect circle. Now what, I'll just make it standard so that you can see a proper circle. There it is a bit ellipse. Now it is a proper circle. But the difference is here, see, if you see here, I can change it to area, I am getting in area, I am changing it to line, I am getting in line, I am getting into bar, I am getting all these. This is because one is a integral axis and the integral values, these are discrete values, I can't call it as an axis, these are the integral values, and this is an axis which is ranging from -1 to 1. But here when you come, these both are axes which are ranging from -1 to 1, and sine behavior and cos behavior, when we see it together, it is not easy for us to comprehend. That is why when you change your area or when you change it to your any value, anything bar, or even if you change it to polygon, you get those shapes which are unable to comprehend. I'm not saying these are meaningless, but we cannot understand or we cannot make a meaning out of it. Okay, so that's all, guys, from my side. If any doubts in this or any point you want the clarity, you can just mention in the comments. I will definitely answer these. And XYZ and Riyaz, I think if I spell the name wrong, I'm sorry. But you two ask for some scenarios. Yeah, I'll be posting them in the coming days. Okay, and please like, subscribe, and share my channel, guys, and also videos, and also share this to your friends who you feel they need such a level of insight into Tableau. And whatever you feel problematic in Tableau, you can just put it in the comments. I can't promise an immediate solution, but I'll definitely try to solve that. And I'll definitely try to put a video on that, but it may take some time because I have my other constraints also. So thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.